Hey everyone, welcome back to Leaning In. I was a worship pastor for over 20 years, and if I was going to try to succinctly pass along what I learned to someone who was wanting to be a worship leader, I would give them one simple bit of advice. That sort of comes in two parts. Number one, just understand the worship service from the person sitting in the pew, in the chair. Don't look at it primarily from your own perspective. Look at it from the perspective of the person sitting out there. What do they need? What do they need to catch a moment with God? What do they need to focus on God? What do they need? Because that changes everything. That changes your song selection, how high or how low you put it. It changes how much you talk or don't talk. What do they need? The second thing I would look at is, what do the people on the stage beside you need to be successful? What do they need? They need songs that are challenging or songs that are simple. They need a certain number of songs because they only have so much time. What are the needs of the people on the stage around you? That single bit of advice will shape everything you do, and it'll help set you up for success. And what I have found as a husband and as a dad, that's also great advice. It's so easy in the middle of an argument or a frustrating moment to just try to make your point. But the Bible says clearly, look not only to your own interests, but also to the interests of others. The Bible says put others' needs in front of your own. Husbands, die to your own needs and meet your wife's needs. Look at it from their perspective. And I understand in the middle of an argument, it's the hardest thing to do because you just want them to understand your point. Well, it's more important that you understand her point, your kids' point, because that'll change how you come across. It'll change what you say, perhaps. It's that old prayer. Seek not to be understood, but to understand their perspective, their thoughts, their needs. Hardest thing in the world? Yeah. Especially when your heart, the main part of you, is not healthy and tends to be frustrated instead of compassionate, tends to be impatient rather than patient, tends to be selfish instead of selfless. Definitely heart issues, but definitely a good direction to go. So guys, leaning into you and your marriage, I understand. She has issues. I understand that. It's time to die to your own needs, in the middle of an argument even, and try to figure out where she's coming from. What's her perspective? What is she feeling? What is she thinking? What are her needs? How does she perceive me? That's tough stuff. It's manly stuff. It's godly stuff. It's mature stuff. And it's healthy heart stuff. Go get them.